Hey everyone, it's Brandy and you're watching Abstract Crafter. In today's video, we have an unboxing of one of Staroar's new February designs for 2020. So if you're curious about which one I have inside this box and what the other ones look like, then just keep on watching and we will get into that in just a few moments. Why, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And to those of you that are new, welcome. Hi, hello, how are ya? And I am just so glad that you guys decided to stop by today to spend a little bit of time with me while I unbox this painting from Staroar and show off her new designs for February 2020. I'm always more than happy to show off all the new designs from Staroar. I love them all, always, and this time is no exception. For those of you that don't know, I started working with Staroar. Lucy is the owner. About a year ago, she actually contacted me during Project Amazon, the very first run of it, and asked if I would review one of her products. And since then, I have worked with her a few times, showing off new designs for you guys. Not necessarily reviewing them, but hey, who doesn't love an unboxing, right? So she has 4 more designs that she has just come out with, and she let me choose one of them to show you guys in person, and then I'll show you in picture the other 3 that we have going on, and they are all gorgeous. I had such a hard time choosing, but I think what always pushes me over is the ABs, and this one has them. And this one is also something I have been looking for some time now, because there are like 2 or 3 Disney movies that I'm not like a Disney princess fan, and I'm not like obsessed with Disney movies per se, but if there were ever the most perfect Sleeping Beauty, which is my favorite Disney movie, or Little Mermaid, and Cinderella in some ways, but I think Cinderella's kind of overdone a little bit, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's bad if it's something you love and you get all of the pictures you see of Cinderella. I'm not saying that at all. Don't read into it too much what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, for me, I am always on the lookout because there are so many in each movie category. I want the perfect one, and I think this one is going to be it. So let's get into it. I've been rambling for 2.5 minutes. I've already pre-cut the box just because it's easier for me that way. And this is how it's always packaged, is just in a box in this wrapping like this, which, hey, that's fine. I just wish Amazon would put a little bit of air into it, is I guess all I am really saying with that. So she always packages these things so nicely. If you remember my winter unboxings, she had little like Christmas stickers on them. She is just so good, and she has so much pride in her products, and it shows. It's always just phenomenal, and everything always turns out so beautifully. So she's got this pamphlet on top, which also serves as your inventory sheet, and we'll quickly peek through that in a minute. But then when you turn it over, you get the picture here of what you ordered, and reveal it's the Little Mermaid. Ha! And it is a round with ABs, and it is a pretty decent size, a 39 by 52 centimeters. We'll get into pricing and all that in just a little bit here once we dig into this. I always hate when I have to rip the sticker. Is that just me? Do you guys get like that? I am a perfectionist, so it could just be that. Now, as far as like licensing and stuff goes, I know nothing of that, but inquiries, you can email her. I'll give you all that information in the description box. I know people are always concerned about images and if they're bought or free images or how that works. I personally have never asked, but you can certainly email her, and I'm sure she'd be happy to answer any of those types of questions that you have. So let's unroll this, and it is a little curly, but once we peel back this cover paper, it'll flatten out real nice. And she has since switched to a new canvas type where it's got the scalloped edging and it's got a little bit of, you can see that it's like punched, and that does help with fraying. And the backside is that really soft cloth-like fabric, and why that is important is it helps the canvas to be self-flattening and to help keep it flat. All right, I'm gonna move some of the extras off camera in case you've never seen one of these, and let's just take a peek at this full canvas. It is really pretty. See, now my thing with the Little Mermaid and many of the other Disney princess canvases is half the time they don't really even look like it. The faces are super distorted and the images don't really look true to form. And when I saw this one, I literally gasped because it looks just like Ariel. So let's peel this back and let it flatten out a little bit. And then I'll bring the canvas up close so you can get an idea. That's what the symbols and stuff look like. Very clear, easy to read, easy symbols. I always appreciate companies that have very easy symbols to read. It makes all the difference in the world. So let's flatten that back down. And lift the other side, and that will get the canvas on its way to flattening out. All right, now I get a little obsessive over these clear covers, and you may or may not know that she does give you an alternative to the clear cover, and we'll get into that in just a minute with the toolkits. All right, I didn't get all the air bubbles out, but we'll leave it alone. So her canvases are always the same. She has her branding right there, the name of the canvas there, a nice, very clear chart with not only the number, but the symbol and the DMC code. And if there's special drills, ABs or rhinestones, those are always toward the bottom. And this one looks like it has 5 different ABs in it. I love ABs and I love rhinestones so much. I like adding them to normal canvases. They just enhance them so much. And then down here you get a picture of your canvas, the size of your canvas. And this can act as another inventory sheet, and you can use this to compare to the pamphlet that you get in the package itself, and we'll grab that just to show you. She has more recently, I think it was a few months back, updated these. It used to just be plain behind all this, but as you can see, it's a very muted image of the canvas behind it. So that helps for those that are more visual versus, you know, if you like to read, whatever, you know, it works for everybody. And this is the same information that you'll get here, just condensed into one versus your checklist down here and your chart here. It combines everything all together. And just real quick, we won't go into it in too much depth, but you get your number. Once again, this will correlate to the actual bag of diamonds, and then your symbol, in which you know where to put that specific drill on the canvas itself. The DMC number that is associated with that for those of us that like to categorize our drills. The diamonds that you need in this canvas is 772. She gives you 896. I've never had a problem where I've run out of diamonds. Not yet anyway. Knock on wood. So, oh, it's so pretty. I just can't get over the colors in this. Like, the first thing I noticed was up in her hair when I was cutting the box open for you guys. See, I told you my OCD. I want to just flatten everything out. Now, I know people always say that, well, not always. I've had comments in the past about these, like, little folds that are right here. Those are not rivers. They are not deviations in the canvas. This is a poured glue. So the glue is going to go with the canvas. It's not going to cause any issues with the canvas itself. However, if it does, all you have to do is reach out, and I will put in the customer information for you. Oh, these are new too. So she has updated this entire pamphlet. I guess I would know that if I checked before, but there is all of her social media. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to her on any one of these. And yeah, she has updated. So this is basically an 8-step guide to how to diamond paint, and then the different types of diamonds and what they mean, and even her signature mixed drill diamond paintings, which are absolutely stunning. I have a few of them. And then everything that you get inside of your toolkit, which is really nice to have all of this in one. So speaking of, obviously you get your diamonds right here, and we will go through those one by one in just a moment. But I was mentioning about the cover paper. If you're not a fan of the clear coat, and like me, how you always want to do this and get it completely flat, you do get replacement cover sheets, which are amazing to have. So she always gives you enough to be able to cover the whole painting. Sometimes I get confused as to which way they go, so I always try to lay them out ahead of time to see which ones will fit. And yes, they are curled, but once you start laying them on the canvas, they will flatten right out, and you won't have to worry about that. So I always just try to lay them down to see which way the cover papers go. And in this case, they go the long way, so that I can kind of plan ahead. Not that it's a big deal to have to lift them off. You know what I mean? And our beautiful toolkit. She has one of the best toolkits on the market, I will say. Very few companies provide as nice a toolkits as she does. She gives you beautiful tweezers, which now have her branding on them, and I think that's really cool. And they are these rounded head tweezers, and these are so nice to diamond paint with. I've even started using these for squares because they work so much better to pick up the square ones. All right, and that, we'll look at that in a minute. I had noticed that on her website that she had started switching to this blue heart-shaped wax. And I know for those of you that get a kick out of these, you're going to love this. I don't use wax, but I think it's really nice to have something like that in a kit. I know I, at one point in a video, made fun of people for oohing and eyeing over these. I'm not going to repeat that. If I make fun of you, it's because I love you. If I tease, I love. And then she also gives you an alignment tool, which I think is really cool. So you just push that down and it'll help keep your drill straight. And then you also get a 4-placer, multi-placer, and they both fit in the end of this pen. And then she also has these drill pen tips that work better on ABs so they don't scratch the coating off. I use tweezers mostly, so I don't really use the plastic tips a whole lot, but in testing them, they do work really, really well. So the alignment tool not only works well for aligning drills, but it works good for flattening out your canvases. And that is something I can obsess over, and I won't do it in this video, but that is also what it is good for. I also use a bone folder like this, and that will also help to flatten your canvas and your cover papers. It just covers a lot more area and does it a lot faster. But if you didn't want to invest in something like this, you could use the end with the alignment tool on it. And that'll just, help you flatten out your cover paper, whether it's the clear cover or the opaque covers. So let's take a look. Oh, before I forget, she also gives you these awesome baggies that you can write on. And I haven't tried using a reusable, like dry erase marker to write on there and then clear it off. But that is something that I aim to try in the future to see if you could wash it off and reuse these baggies as well, if you prefer to work that way versus working out of containers, or for storing leftovers. These are really nice. Good size, nice baggies. They're not going to rip on you when you open them. And she gives you enough for every color, So there's 25 colors in this one. You get 26 because there's 25 inside the original baggie. So very, very nice toolkit. One of the, like I said, best toolkits on the market. There's only a few other companies that are on par with Staroar as far as their toolkits go. And Evermoment is one of them from AliExpress. And so on Amazon, it's really nice to be able to find a nice toolkit like that. So now we get into our beads here. And I will say these are a different style than I've seen in the past. But it does have this code on there. This let's see, light, stop glaring. R13TLMY. And that is also on top there. So like if you just wanted to store your drills as is and just like, I have a bucket where I put all of the ones that I can't get into kits, like get kitted up. And so it's really easy to be able to match and know which ones go to which. All drills should have that number printed on it, no matter what company. If they have a code, I guess I should say, if they have a code on them, it usually always will correspond to the canvas. All right, let's get into the drills, and then I'll show off the other paintings that she has. Beautiful colors. Beautiful. So as I always do, I like to just kind of give you a quick look at the color family, and then I run you through and show you individually. And this is a new company, so it looks like she's able to, like some of these baggies are longer, so she's able to do everything in one bag versus multiple bags. So let's just start with these ones that are separated. So our first AB that we're looking at, and this is actually toward the bottom, A23, and it does have the DMC code right on it. These are a little bit different than in previous times where the drills came in baggies that just simply had a number 1 on it. So now it does have the A23, 946 AB, 946 AB. So they're much more descriptive. So anyhow, we have these really beautiful pink ABs. They're like a baby pink. And then these like red-orange ABs, which show off that color coding. Amazing. And then in this next small strip, we have some 5200 ABs. And it looks like there's a few pink ones inside. But you can see that the coating on them is very, very strong and very dark. So I appreciate that. I have seen some where the coating is barely on there. And then we get some brown here. A lot of brown. And then some skin tone ones here. I guess this could be a skin tone too. But in this case, it's not. So let's just start here, since this is the beginning of the numbers starting at 312. And we get this blue color here. And this really, really gorgeous magenta color. And it's always a good sign when you can see them sparkle so intensely through the baggie. Hopefully the baggie isn't taking anything away. We get a second brown color, which is a little bit brighter than the original brown color. It's got a little bit more red in it. And then we get a red color right here. And I got to get a little closer so I'm not pulling focus back and forth. And then we get this pink color. More tan color. A really dark navy blue color, which shows sparkle really nicely. And we get like a sandy brown. A dark green. A more grass green. Another peachy skin tone color. Another dark brown, which is... Oh, so you get 2 bags of this one. And it does say $33.71. You get 2 bags. So I guess I was wrong with my previous statement of eliminating multiple bags of the same color. And then we get this really pretty light blue. What color is that? 800. Oh. Ooh, this is one of my favorite colors. This minty, like, sea foam green color. More browns. What number is this? How many bags? Am I going backwards now? No. Holy crap, you get 3 bags of them. Huh. I wonder if she knows that, because it says 2 bags, but we definitely got 3. I'll have to go through these very quickly to make sure we're not missing any, because they're not really in order. Anyhow, let's keep going. And then you can get this darker, like, minty green color. We got a darker pink color here, like a cornflower blue, which I always loved out of the Crayola boxes. A really light peachy skin tone color, Ariel skin tone. A really dark, like, gray brown color. A little bit of this orangey peach color. It's kind of more like real peach. And we get these beautiful yellow ABs, which look like they're in the corals in the background. And then this lime green AB. So I'm going to pause momentarily and just make sure I have everything, because so many of them are not in order. I just want to make sure everything is here. Okay, everything was here, so they're just not in order, which I don't know if was intentional or not. I mean, who's to say? But for example, it goes 1, 4, 9, 2, 5, 10, 3, 6, 11, 7, 12, 15. So I ended up with an extra bag of these 15s, and this first peachy color that I thought was a different color, this 18, is actually right here in this bigger bag. So you do get 2 of those, but it doesn't say it on the checklist. So that's more than okay, as long as there's enough to finish. Like I said, this may be a new company that she's using, because this is definitely not packaging that I typically have gotten for other paintings. So it could just be a matter of working out the kinks, or maybe it was intentional, like I said. So let's put these away, and then we'll talk about the other paintings and pricing, and then I'll let you go. I'm not going to bother measuring. I've never had an issue with her. I've never had an issue with her paintings not having or not being the size that she claims them to be. So I don't expect that there should be any issue now. So this Little Mermaid one is a 39 by 52, like I mentioned earlier. It is $20.99. It is a round with a B, as you saw. And then the next one is called You Are Beloved. It is also 39 by 52. It is also $20.99. It also includes rounds and ABs. This next one here was the one I really struggled between this one and this one. It's called High Heels. I have an obsession with high heels, as most girly girl types do, and even ones who aren't like me. But I loved this picture, so I'll probably be getting this anyhow in the very near future. So look forward to seeing that. It is $19.99. It is also a 39 by 52, and it is just straight rounds, which, hey, that's okay too. And then the last one is called Lan World. It is also 39 by 52. It is $20.99, and it is a full round. Those are her 4 new designs for February of 2020. You can get them on both Amazon and on Staroar.com. I don't have a coupon code or anything like that for you this time around, but I will leave the links to all 4 paintings down in the description. I will also leave a link for the Staroar website down below, which is good for worldwide shipping. If you're in the US, you're going to want to order on Amazon. So, we're not going to do any scoring or anything like that. I don't see a reason. I've already done a mass post review on her, and she still remains a 10 out of 10. I have several canvases from her, probably about 6 maybe. No, total 7. I don't know, something like that. I have a high number of them, and I've not had any of them be less than a 10 so far. If you've had a different experience, I can't speak for everyone on that. That's just been my personal experience. Not everyone is going to have the same experience, and there are always times when things can go wrong and a customer can get a bad canvas, so I don't want to claim that it'll never happen, but every company is vulnerable to that. So I am super excited. This is one I have been looking for a very long time, and I cannot wait to do a drill with me on this one so you guys can watch the magic come to life with me. And then I'm sure I'll be framing this one because, well, it's a mermaid, and I'm obsessed with mermaids and unicorns and all things mythical and colorful and beautiful. It is such a wonderful color palette, as you would expect from a painting like this. So that's where I will leave you today, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. Hit that thumbs up so that the YouTube gods there will recommend my video to more and more people, thus bringing more into our wonderful, amazing, and beautiful family. Hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I upload videos, just like this one. When I do the drill with me on this one, you'll be notified of all those things. And with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day. Have fun doing whatever it is that truly, truly makes you happy. I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!